Can I steal you for a minute?
Steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
And we're back.
We're back.
It's kind of like maybe the simplest week we've had since we started the podcast.
I actually think so.
Like we don't have 5 shows to cover.
No, just one.
Just one. Granted, there are a lot of episodes, so I think we're just gonna, Anyway, we're talking about Love Island Australia today.
Mm-hmm.
Good for this like semi-holiday week. I mean, it is a holiday week.
It is.
I love Thanksgiving.
I love it too. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's such a great holiday, and so hopefully, if you're listening to this, it's a little bit of, a breath of calm as you're doing whatever holiday stuff you're doing. Maybe you're flying. Maybe you're stuck in an airport. I hope you're not.
I hope not.
Maybe you're driving somewhere. Maybe you're just at home. Maybe you're making a turkey.
I dread the day that I have to make the turkey. It looks like and I'm a cook, and it looks like such a daunting task to make a turkey.
And it's also like, I don't know about you, but I don't like turkey.
No, the purpose of my turkey is the day after sandwich. Like
I want the turkey. What can I put on it?
Yeah, like one year it was just 4 of us because my sister was with her husband's family and my brother was with his wife's family. So it was just my parents and my other sister, and we like just had a turkey breast. And it was so delightful. And my dad's vegetarian. So it was like, we just had turkey the way that we wanted it for the week.
Right. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah. I think we made a turkey for ourselves once and it wasn't fun. Mm-hmm. I really like doing everything else. I love all the sides. I love making pies. I love, making like a festive drink or something, but like definitely not the turkey.
No. And I don't really love the gravy process either. Like I love the way gravy tastes, but the neck and
it's finicky.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like, I know it's not as good, but I'm a fan of just making like gravy from like chicken stock that you have. And,
yeah.
Like, it's pretty much just as good.
It's pretty much
gets the job done.
We'll take like the container of like Trader Joe's gravy and mix it with our drippings, and then that's just kind of like our cheat for getting
gravy.
And
that's
gravy.
it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone needs a good cheat on Thanksgiving. Like I don't like cranberry sauce, so I'm like, just get the canned stuff.
Give me the slices. I love it. So we'll have 2 different kinds.
Oh, awesome.
Make it a little tangy.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Love it.
So today we're literally talking about like the opposite of Thanksgiving. Like Australia they're not in Australia. They're in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely are not even thinking about Thanksgiving over there.
No. And this season is keep forgetting that it's filmed and like
like it's already been.
It's done. So like I'll see like Hannah pop up on my TikTok, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I remember like they're all out. It's all done.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's what I was wondering because I knew previous seasons were like that, but then I thought maybe this one was going to be live, but I guess not. So this whole super fans thing.
How do you
this
get
mean
picked?
There's like a group of people who were selected to watch the show as it was airing or as it was being filmed?
Yep.
Okay. And they get to kind of make those decisions versus letting Australia have a vote.
Yeah. And I don't know how they're picked because
I saw an Instagram post from the Love Island Australia Instagram account, like back in the early fall, that was like, do you want to be a super fan?
Oh, wow.
And I think you like filled out some online questionnaire, or I don't know what the process was, but they definitely solicited like anyone.
I love that.
I
wonder if we could do it as outsiders.
I would probably not because we don't live in Australia. I bet
Probably
the first
not.
question is,
do you live in Australia? Probably not.
Why are they so prejudiced? I don't get it.
I know. It's like us not being able to. I mean, I guess we don't let people vote in ours either. So
right. We don't let non-US born people run for president, which is a good thing because Elon Musk would definitely run for president.
it like also prevented Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like we really dodged that bullet too. I think people forget how
that is
crazy
a good
he
point.
was too.
Yeah, and that's like some alternate reality, which like I don't even. Who knows if it would be worse than it is now or the same, or I don't know. I don't want to know. Anyway, we don't have to talk about politics. We want to keep this light.
Yeah, we talked your ear off, and I'm tired, and we're tired.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Okay,
we're
so
done for now.
Who do you want to talk about first?
So there's a couple love triangles where we left off, right? We have Sophie, Chrissy, and Dylan. Then one love triangle that resolved itself was Zane, Xanthi, and Kayla. And then a square, which is like out of nowhere.
Right.
Hannah, Taylor, Nico, and Em.
So it's a square, but Nico and Em have no interest in one another.
No,
so
not
it's
at all.
It's become a square because they're there. But yeah, definitely out of nowhere, but can sort of see it coming. Okay, so let's start there.
Yeah.
So Hannah, okay, first of all, I cannot stand the way Hannah talks. I'm assuming that her way of speaking is kind of similar to like the different vernaculars that we have here in the States, like Valley Girl or Midwestern, or I don't know. Her voice is so like guttural.
Yeah.
It just... I don't know why it really grates on me.
No, it bothers me too. It's like this extremely slow, and also like she bothers me in general. Like every year there's a hypocrite on the show, and this year it's Hannah, where it's like, oh, be respectful. I care so much about girl code, but Taylor's just a beautiful person. It's like, shut up, Hannah.
Excellent.
I did my best. I can't get as guttural.
No. I just the Nico. It's
Okay,
literally
Nico. Okay, Nico. And then she's like always mad at him for no reason.
I know. And this is where I'm like, maybe we should have seen this coming. Like, she's been looking for reasons to not be into him, especially since they had a night away. Like, yeah, I think she likes him, but I think she also like maybe isn't completely attracted to him.
Yeah, I think she's very statusy, and I think she thinks she's the hottest person in the villa, and everyone has kind of agreed that Taylor's the hottest person in the villa, so then she should be with Taylor because they're both the hottest people in the villa. And for that, I'm just kind of like, beauty is subjective, so that's conversation for whatever another time. I also am just like, she can't see that her going after what she wants because it would be rude to her is exactly what Em did in going after Taylor in the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
When everyone was way less invested. Now Em's been with Taylor for like a week.
Yeah. Like,
and now you're like, oh, I really like you.
Yeah, no, it's really, she's so hypocritical.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about Taylor because it's important, if you don't know, that there's this, Mary sent me this picture that, what was it from his social media, or like, where was that picture from?
Yeah, it was just on his main feed on Instagram.
Was it a recent photo?
I think so. Let me pull it up.
Okay. If you're on YouTube, Mary will show us it. I was like at Whole Foods when you sent it to me. I was like, I had just like gone to the gym and I was getting a snack and I was kind of like,
such a good day.
Okay. Look at the hat. It says Trump.
No bullshit
with 3 stars on it, and it's in camo. And look at the sunglasses. And just NFL, he's wearing an NFL jersey.
Ugh.
Like, okay, you are not American.
Yeah.
Get out of America. You're not even in America. Like, stop.
Yeah. This is
why are you so, like, that picture is almost, it is a stereotype of a Trump supporter from like the South in America. And I'm just like, why? It is so much more aggressive to be doing that when you live in Australia.
This was August 11th.
Why are you getting involved? What are you doing?
It's like going out of your way to say, hey, by the way, I'm a piece of shit. Like, you don't, you don't care that this is it's such a symbol of racism now because
Yeah.
if you are like a MAGA supporter and you wear that hat around, you know exactly what it connotes for people. And it's not even like a nuanced conversation like that we could be like, oh, he's not from the United States. He doesn't know. He knows. He went online. He ordered that fucking hat. Like, I'm going to look up how much it
He wore those
costs.
fucking sunglasses.
Yeah.
And the NFL jersey, like the whole thing is just like, I don't know. It really made me see him in a completely different light because
he's ugly to me now.
Totally. I wasn't that attracted to him to begin with. Like, I really don't like his like B-boy style. And so then this in parallel with how he's in the villa, like wearing jewelry, like very concerned with how he looked, like kind of manicured and like seemingly someone who like, you know, would be open to people who are different or dress differently or don't follow norms. And then you see this photo and it's like, okay, so now I'm reading all of that completely differently. Like,
yeah,
what is actually going on with you that you feel the need to like display your hatred for marginalized groups of people so overtly in this photo?
Yeah, I think it's like what we talked about a lot with Harry Jousey and like a couple of the other guys on Perfect Match, where it's like cosplaying as this like super woke guy where it's like, look at me, I've got nail polish on and my ears are pierced and I've tapped into my feminine, as Taylor claims. And then like in real life, they're just misogynists. And I think we're probably going to see some of this stuff play out in how he talks to Em. Now the whole like, I need to be a father conversation happening first. I'm looking at that totally different. Where it's now this like family values conversation that is
like patriarchal roles in the household, which is so ironic in a way because I keep thinking about M's first conversation with Indigo where he was like he eats meat and she doesn't, and he was like, would you cook me? And then in her ITM she's like, I'm not like a 50s housewife who's gonna like cook you meat. And I was like, oh, okay, like Taylor's much more open and progressive, and now it's like, oh wait, no, that's not where. And it's like he's so hyper fixated on kids, but like the more I watch him with the women and the more they talk about how he gets along with everyone, I'm kind of like, I don't think you are actually interested in anyone here. Like, I don't think he likes Em. I don't think he likes Hannah. I think he's there for the wrong reasons.
Yep. No, I agree.
And it's just unfortunate because, like, M is the one woman, not the one woman, but something that's very clear about her is, like, she is progressive. Mm-hmm. And that's important to her. And that's important to whoever her partner is. And she's been duped by Taylor. Like, if she saw that photo, she would be like, bye, I am done with you.
Yeah, it's creepy photo. Like, it's
fucking creepy.
Of all the hats, like, wear a camo hat. Who gives a fuck? It's like a Trump hat is such a specific weird message that and no bullshit for Trump. It's like all it is bullshit, babe. Like, what the fuck?
I know. It's like, I don't know. It's like even that photo is like a cosplay, you know? Like the whole look. It's just like, are you literally trying to dress up like an American asshole male?
Well, it's like
Is that the goal? Like, I don't know what's happening here.
Well, because it's like also the many flat brim MLB hats, like worn down to the eyebrow. That's also like a douchey boy look that like I don't. So maybe he's just modeling it after American douchebags. Like that's his entire style, is just like different variations of assholes in the United States. Like.
Well, the funny thing is, like, I don't think I think they're just Em and Taylor like get along really well as friends. Like, I don't see, she's not upset at all.
No, I think I think when she sees how this all goes down, like I think she's going to be more upset that, like, first of all, Hannah took Taylor in that conversation is telling Chrissy, I'm interested in you. Hannah, for some reason, read it as Taylor's giving me the green light to talk to him, even though that conversation was entirely directed at Chrissy.
I know. I actually, when I was watching it, because I was like half doing something else, and then I like looked over, I was like, wait, why is Chrissy there? And then I was like, oh, wait, he's talking to Chrissy.
Yeah. He's talking to her. Like, he's not talking to Hannah. And Hannah's like, oh my God. Is this like a code?
It's funny that I think what's interesting, so we need to talk about Chrissy too, because I think Hannah is maybe do you think she's threatened by Chrissy at all? Because I think Chrissy's the most beautiful woman.
Yeah, I think Chrissy is really beautiful. I don't know if Hannah feels threatened by her, because I think she just is totally ignoring that Taylor is interested in her. Like in Hannah's conversations where she's kind of hiding that, like, because at one point the OG girls sit down to talk about how they think that Chrissy is going to make a move on Taylor. And Em is debating whether or not Taylor would be interested and if that's going to be an issue for her. Hannah's kind of like sitting there, not worried at all that Taylor's actually going to go for Chrissy. She's like just more worried that they're going to find out that Taylor likes her, but that hasn't happened.
But that isn't, yeah, like she's like fabricating these things in her mind. And that's like the other thing is like when the bombshells come in, Chrissy and Kayla, Nico like has a conversation with Chrissy, and his typical type is like small brunettes, right? Like that was the thing. And he said something about like, I don't know. It was all this stupid shit, and Hannah
about
like
Crocs,
and Hannah lost her mind, and it was that to me was just like jealousy of like, you picked someone else over me. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm actually really hurt because whatever. It was just like, I need to be on top in this situation, and you're not treating me like I'm on top. And who is this like girl? Like she doesn't matter. Like whatever. And it's just so like transparent that she's just like, she clearly thinks she's such hot shit.
Yeah.
that she's like untouchable. And it's like, I don't, no.
Yeah, her issue was that Nico apologized for wearing Crocs on the speed date because he didn't know that speed dates were happening. But he wore Crocs to the hideaway. Yeah. And so she was like, so you're going to be like, oh, Crocs are okay for me, but not for this new girl. It's like,
and she's like, oh, and like, I hate Crocs. I hate them. I told you so many times. It's like, oh my God, Hannah.
Yeah, like, shut up,
like,
Hannah.
She wouldn't let it go. It was actually ridiculous. And like, I don't know. I don't really feel one way or the other about Nico, but I feel bad for the dude. I'm like, you should be in another couple. Like, I actually think it would be great if Hannah moved on from him. Like, I know he'll be upset, but hopefully he could couple up with someone else.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to bring in, like, I'm hoping the timing of it is good where, like, they can bring in new girls and she can move on to Taylor and Em can figure something out, because I just feel bad for people that are caught kind of in the middle, but I don't know. It's hard to tell where people stand. Like, it still feels like no one is solid and no one is going to be solid anytime soon.
Well, things happen so quickly in Australia. Like every day there's a new bombshell or someone's getting sent home, which I appreciate because I think UK can be too slow with that type of stuff at times.
They keep it moving. Like they're like, okay, we're done here. Let's keep going. And
right. Okay, so let's talk about the other triangle, which is what? Chrissy,
Dylan, and Sophie.
So Dylan sucks.
Why does Dylan stick his entire tongue out before he kisses somebody?
Oh my God.
It is so disgusting.
It is really gross. It's like you are not licking another girl. You're kissing her. Like, lead with your lips. Do not lick her.
Like Mimi was like, did he at least wait until your mouth was open to stick his tongue out this time?
Oh my God.
And Sophie was like, yeah, kind of. It's like he is like, his tongue is like folding their lips down and he's like licking their teeth. I don't understand it.
Oh, it's so ew. Sophie, like, I like Sophie actually.
I don't mind what she's doing, really.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, whatever. Like,
I think it's
I don't think
hilarious.
Chrissy like really cares that much either. Like, I think I don't know. I like Chrissy and Sophie actually.
Yeah. I like them both too. I think Sophie is a little bit boy crazy, where it's kind of
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
you know, she's going to do whatever it takes to get the guy. And as soon as Dylan was taken, like, he's her man and she's got to get her man back.
Right.
It was just so funny when, like, even Dylan was like, she pulls Dylan aside to have a chat, like, after he's coupled up with Chrissy. And she's like stroking his arm. And
Yeah.
he's like, why are you so touchy with me all of a sudden? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then she was like, he totally leaned in for the kiss first. And I'm like, Sophie, a blind person would be able to pick up on the fact that you were giving them sex eyes. Like, anybody
Yes.
on the receiving end of that look would have kissed you. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like.
She knows it's her superpower, and
Yeah.
she's kind of she does have like she's young too, like
Mhm.
she's 22, I think.
Yeah.
Like she was the youngest after Xanthi, and it shows. She kind of looks like Kristen Bell, and Chrissy looks. Does she look like Rachel Kirkconnell? Is that who it is?
A little bit, I think.
Yeah, like I'm like, you look like someone else, and I couldn't really put my finger on it, and I think it's like Rachel Kirkconnell with a spin on it.
Yeah, I think it's like very little, almost like more like sexual Rachel Kirkconnell. Like,
Right.
because
Yeah.
this girl's obsessed with being a Scorpio. She's like, it makes us like,
Yes.
freaky in the bedroom. And I'm like, okay, but let's talk about something else.
I know. I think she's a good. I think they chose good bombshells for these two women.
I agree. I can't wait to talk about Kayla and Zane, but
Okay, so let's talk about Kayla and Zane. I am so glad Xanthi is gone. Like, if I had to watch her cry one more time, I literally would have ripped my hair out. Like, it was too much.
it's just hard to watch, like, Xanthi being like, yeah, I wore Zane's shirt on purpose. Like, I'm claiming
Oh
my
my
territory.
God.
It's like, it's so, like, it's just sad to me. Like, we were over the weekend rewatching like old SNL clips, and there's the Crucible cast party one where they're talking about like high school theater after party of the show.
Yeah.
And one of the lines is like, don't know how to flirt, so I'll just put his hat on and just kind of walk around, like just kind of steal a guy's hat and kind of walk around. It's like this like 7th grade way of flirting is being like, well, I'm gonna put a shirt on.
Yeah, and no, that's so true. Oh
And,
my
like,
gosh,
Zane is so dumb.
Zane, like, yes, he looks really hot. Like, getting to know him has made him literally ugly to me. Like, and the way he like breathes, he's like Thor.
Yeah, he's literally so
like, not hot. Like, Thor is actually a little hot, but not
yeah,
Zane.
of course Thor's hot. He's like a caveman. Like, he's like he at one point said the quote, I like Jim.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I literally was like
This is a conversation between Kayla and Zane that I wrote down.
Okay.
What do you usually do? I like gym, beach, dinner. Oh, I love dinner. I love food. Food is good.
Oh my God. Like, and Kayla is like, I'm in love. Like, literally, these two. And you know what? It probably will work between them.
They'll probably be together forever because there is not an ounce of curiosity in those brains. And like,
No.
like, even like, I think it was Nico was like, oh, Zayn, like, imagine the meal prep and shit.
Like, okay, I didn't love Sydney, but the one line that I love that she said was like, all these guys are just like gym, bitches, beach, gym, bitches.
Yeah, exactly. I know,
was
exactly.
Like, yeah, she's kind of right.
No, she's 100% right. Like, this is like, and then they play a game where they have to say 3 facts that they learned about the girls.
Oh God, what a
Zayn
disaster.
didn't know what gym that she belongs to. All they do is talk about the gym.
Yeah.
And he didn't know her last name.
He definitely didn't know Xanthi's last name. He doesn't care about anything
No,
other than like curling his biceps or something. And like
just-
eating steak probably.
Oh, I just like couldn't imagine like living my entire life and like my whole life is maintaining my body. Like I could not imagine if that was like the only thing that I could
Yeah.
talk about and do. Like and Xanthi being like, "Oh, he's breaking up with me because I don't go to the gym." And no one was like, "No, that's not the reason." Everyone was like, "Yeah, that's kind of the reason." And he's like, "Yeah, I just don't want you to resent me because pretty much all I do is work and go to the gym. And so I would just never see you." I'm like,
Oh,
what?
God. Yeah, like what is actually going on here? Like, and like, I don't know. Maybe a part of me is like jealous of him because he's
Oh.
just content with that. You
Yeah.
know, like a part of me wants to be content with just going to the gym.
Yeah, just smooth out my brain and all of these like stupid little worries. And all I want to think about is gym, beach, and dinner.
Oh my God. I mean, I just like, I have no words for Zayn. I'm very disappointed in the super fans for voting for him and Nico as the people most likely to find love. Like, maybe they're right. Like, maybe Zayn and Kayla are like locked in.
Yeah, I understand it. For at first I was upset, but then I was like, who else would I pick? Because
Right.
I guess I would have picked Taylor before last night's episode, but I don't know how much they saw before they voted.
Right.
And
right.
I wouldn't have picked Dylan. I wouldn't have picked Steph.
No.
As much as
Steph
I love,
like just got there. Like, who the I mean, Steph, we like. Okay, Steph's answers during the challenge, I was like, this is living proof that French men don't care about anything a woman says to them.
I know.
He's
I know.
literally just like, Mimi's so hot. That's
and like
it.
Mimi, to her credit, like cannot be flustered. Like she's like
No.
so like Sophie's trying to be like, oh my God. Because they did my favorite thing that they do on this show, which is they bring two bombshells in. They tell them that the girls are gone for the day, and then they let the girls watch and eat popcorn. And like I love when they do that.
Yes.
Sydney, like Sophie is trying to get Mimi flustered by being like, oh, he's kind of flirting with her. And Mimi's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He brought me up right away. I'm like,
she's like, I think he did pretty good. Like, he totally like was respectful and he won.
Yeah.
And I was like, great. Like, yeah.
She's like, yeah, he's supposed to meet other people.
I think Mimi and Em are gonna leave this villa single, and I want that for them. These men are garbage. I'm sorry.
These men are terrible. Like that entire quiz where they didn't know anything about the girls that they've been talking to for such a long time. It's like, I'm sorry, Nico, you don't know Hannah's sister's name?
Yeah, like it's just the whole thing is just like literally all you guys do is talk to each other all day. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Part of me is like, what if it? I don't know if getting an older group works or not. Like, but maybe it would on Love Island. Like, I'm like, maybe if the women were in their late 20s and the guys were in their 30s. Like, I think we need men in their 30s because we're just. I was reading an article the other day, and you know, I think about this all the time. Is like average human lifespan, and just as we get as lifespan increases, the years where we are all coddled and we're not forced to grow up extend.
Yeah.
And I think we're really seeing that with like Gen Z is like people don't want to assume responsibility, and it's not even just like around work or whatever. It's like even in romantic relationships, it's like these guys are acting like they're in like the first year of college.
Yeah, it's and it is this thing that the girls are kind of always hinting at, that like they're so obsessed with impressing their male friends still that like,
right.
I felt bad when Hannah was like, yeah, Nico hasn't kissed me like that in private ever. And in front of the guys, he's like putting on this show that he's going to like make out with me super aggressively. And I'm like, yeah, that really would suck. That like,
yeah. And like, no wonder she's losing interest.
yeah.
Like they had time in the hideaway and they didn't even do anything, it sounds like, which is like because they got in an argument about like bachelor and bachelorette parties.
So
like
stupid.
If they really wanted to fuck, they would have fucked. Even if they had an argument, they would have had sex.
Yeah, I think if the girls felt like these guys were putting in effort at all, way more would be happening. I don't know. Like, weirdly, like, the guy that's putting in the most effort to talking to these girls is Tommy. Like,
Okay.
he's so weird
Wait,
about
I
it.
have to ask you, Mary, because last time we spoke, you said his whole thing was working on you. Where are we at now?
I would not date him, but if I'm M and I'm going to get dumped by Taylor probably, and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's just, I'm going to go have fun with Tommy.
Okay.
Like, Sydney's assessment of Tommy when she got voted out, like, actually was so true, and the funniest thing ever that he just accepted it. Like,
yeah. It's like, yeah, I agree. It's like eating a pizza. Just like, yep, okay.
he's like, I'm gonna miss you. You're really funny, and you're like super hot. It's like that's hilarious. Like, that is so funny. Like, to just have two people that are in this villa that are like. Just paired together. They're having such a buddy time, and one of them gets dumped, and the one that gets dumped is like, and the boys had to dump her. Nico and Zayn, because they were voted most likely to find love, had to dump the girl that they think is least likely to find love.
Right.
And usually the girl who did this would be like, fuck you, or like crying.
Right,
And
right.
Sydney gets up there and she goes, you made the right choice. Me and Tommy would not work on the outside at all.
I mean, I'm sorry, but his whole like gang thing
I know.
actually makes it makes me dry up like the Sahara Desert. Is that what Hannah said? Because I agree.
Tommy makes her drier than the Sahara, because when he put his whole asshole on the pole in the challenge.
That part I was like, that's maybe like the most attractive thing that you've done.
He's so out of his mind. Like,
he's out of his mind. He doesn't care, like, and I appreciate that about him. But the level of not caring is too far. Like, it's another extension of these baby boys who do not have any interest in actually showing interest in women. Like, he is not there to make a connection. He doesn't even know why he's there. He's like, he literally said to Sydney in their last conversation. He's like, I want to leave too. Or
she goes, it just didn't work out, and now I'm out. He goes, I hope that means I'm going too. It's like so unserious, but it's like the other guys.
It's so amazing. Like, I appreciate it. Like, I need kind of the Tommy ridiculousness to sort of be like, these dumb boys. Like, this guy's also dumb, but at least he's like, is completely wackadoodle.
Yeah. And like, does not take himself too seriously. Like, the other end of the spectrum is these guys who like only talk about the gym and just want it and just take themselves too seriously. And it's like, it would be exhausting to be around them, where it's like with Tommy, it would just be like very, very fun and like super low stakes. Like, I just think it would be the most fun guy to be with in that villa, like by a lot. The rest of the guys, like, I would just be like, what are we doing here? But then Tommy, I'm like, let's just have fun.
What's the new guy's name? I can't even remember. The guy from
oh my god,
Dallas.
Mercedes. He was on F-Boy Island.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, was he one of the F-Boys? Oh, wait, was he one of the main people?
I think so.
Oh my god. Wait, I didn't watch that season.
I didn't either.
I must have not seen that season.
Let me see. Also, he's wearing contacts, which like gives me such an ick. Like,
I know. I'm just like, I actually saw like, so there's so much Wicked content everywhere right now, which I'm here for it. I don't stan Ariana Grande, but I respect her a lot. So I like kind of seeing the videos and stuff. And, Cynthia Erivo and all of that. And Jonathan Bailey. I love Jonathan Bailey.
I love him.
I'm obsessed with him. I know he's gay, but I have never been more attracted to a gay man in my life.
Do you think it has something to do with him and Kate Sharma? Or
it has okay. I thought he was super hot before that season of Bridgerton. And then after watching it, I was like, okay, like, we're in love.
Yeah. No, he likes women.
Yes, he likes women. He likes brown women. He likes me.
Yeah, he likes.
And he's totally straight, right? Okay, so definitely not. But he is a gorgeous fucking man. He had to wear blue contacts for his role in Wicked, and it makes him look worse.
I haven't even noticed that. I've only seen brown-eyed.
I started following him on Instagram like a few days ago, and one of his recent posts was just like behind the scenes content from Wicked, and one of them is like him wearing blue contacts. Maybe it was like
No, you're
he
right.
tried them on for something, but it's like,
No,
why are
he's
you gonna
wearing
mess
them.
with that man's beautiful brown eyes? Like,
No,
just-
he's wearing them in this scene.
Yeah, I think like his character needed to have blue eyes or something.
Rude.
It's not like he looks bad, but he looks better with brown eyes.
Yeah, because they don't look real. And I think that that's the thing is like I'm looking at pictures of Mercedes on F-Boy Island.
Right.
And he already has like beautiful light brown eyes. He didn't need green eyes.
Right.
Also, like model, you're literally so short.
I didn't notice his height actually.
Oh yeah, he's quite short. And so it seems like he was on 2 seasons of F-Boy Island. So I think he was an F-boy
and
then came back as reformed or whatever.
Okay. I mean, he seems nice, but he's kind of like
so boring.
He seems like a fish out of water a little bit too. Like,
and he has no clue what's going on.
No, like he doesn't know who anyone is.
No.
He's not like, who did he choose? He chose Sophie. Which sent Xanthi home. And Sophie has no interest in him.
No, she has zero interest in him, but she's like stringing him along, being like, oh,
Right.
I'm still going to get to know Dylan, but like, it's not that serious right after making out with Dylan. And Mercedes is like, yeah, me and Sophie have a really good thing going on. It's like, oh God, no, you don't.
Maybe like him and M or something can hook up, like not actually hook up, but like ride it through as friends to whatever's next. Or
maybe I think they just got to bring in new guys because this is like it's so bad. There's no one interesting enough in there for like half of these girls, and yeah, they're just tough, but it's really fun.
It's really fun. Who else do we need to talk about? Is that everyone? I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
I am like slowly but surely falling in love with Sophie Monk. She's so perfect.
Love her so much. She's so much fun.
And she's so sweet. I love
Yeah.
how like when someone's going home, she was like, "Oh, darling,
oh, darling, love, get up here." I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, she's so earnest but tough. Like I think.
Right.
Like, I think if stuff continues this way where it's like super non-committal, she's going to come in and be like, guys, what is going on? Like, this is Love Island. We're due for a This is Love Island, not Friend Island speech like very soon.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, okay, so what are your predictions? Like, I think Hannah and Taylor will end up with each other.
Yeah, I think Hannah and Taylor will end up with each other. I think Em and Tommy will probably end up with each other as a result, like just to kind of kick it.
Through.
I think.
I hope I'm going home too.
Oh, I hope that means I'm next. I'm like, he doesn't even know how the show works. He has no idea how the show works. It's so funny.
No. Zayn and Kayla will probably make it to the end. Like,
they'll
what
probably
if they
win the
won?
show.
That
They'll
would
probably
be
win. Yeah. They'll probably win.
Great.
Xanthi
will be like at home, like crying herself to sleep.
Yeah,
Oh
someone help Xanthi get through watching the show, but
right.
I think Bomb is gonna come in and Mimi's gonna switch from Steph because she's like just like
She's
making
not
out
into
with him, but
him.
she's not that into him.
Especially after he like literally knew nothing about her. I think she was like not really bothered, but also not impressed. Like, okay, maybe next.
I think if I'm her, I'm like, why am I not upset that he doesn't know anything about me? Like,
Right.
Maybe I should be a little bit
she's
upset.
like, you're in the doghouse.
Yeah,
like
she's like,
kind of
ha,
like
ha, ha.
fun. Like she's not actually mad.
No, she doesn't care. And like Steph was like, oh, did I fuck up? And Em was like, no, she literally doesn't care. It's like, and they're like, oh, she's lying. She cares. It's like, do you guys know Mimi? She doesn't care.
No, Mimi does not give.
Mimi
two
does not care.
shits.
I think Sophie and Dylan will get back together.
Where does that leave Chrissy though? I mean,
I think it leaves Chrissy out.
I could see Chrissy swooping in on Tommy.
Ooh.
And I just see Em not being long for the villa.
Yeah, she
You
might
know.
self-eliminate.
I think the most interest M has shown in anyone is Chrissy.
Which
Like she keeps talking about how beautiful she is, and I'm like, it's true.
yeah, she's like, obviously I'm threatened. She's gorgeous. She's like, look at that one over there, and like, it is true.
And she's so matter of fact about all the guys. Like she's not like losing her head over anyone.
No,
I clocked that her mom's name is Sarita.
yeah,
She said Sarita, and I was like, oh, maybe she's half South Asian.
I don't think so.
I mean, she could be. I don't know.
Could she'd just be like so
White.
pale? Yeah, so white.
Well, one of my sons is probably, if you saw him, you'd be like, oh,
he's white.
Are you actually? It does happen.
It does.
I'm curious though, because like I know very little about like ethnic communities in Australia in terms of people who like emigrate there. You know, like there's a very large South Asian population in South Africa.
Yeah,
But is there something similar in Australia? I haven't heard of it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
let's see. Australia demographics. Oh, there's only 3.8 million people in Australia.
Not surprised.
It's a pretty small country.
That's wild. Like, it's probably so hard for them to find hot people who haven't met each other before.
100%.
And literally, Sophie and Zayn have slept together.
Yeah, they've slept
times.
together. Dylan is from Ireland.
Right.
Mercedes is from Dallas.
So can we be on Love Island Australia? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's definitely not
Sign
our
me up.
country of origin that's preventing us from being there, but there might be a couple other things that are in the way.
Anyway, it does seem like they are.
Oh, no,
trying...
25.7 million. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's
in 2021.
more like it. I was gonna say that's like pretty. That's like less than.
That's
the
like a
state of
small city.
Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't find anything about race.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you would think that it might be somewhat of a melting pot for like East and Southeast and South Asia because it's close.
Yeah.
I don't know. Australia is so far away from everything, so I don't know. Interesting.
Very
If
interesting.
someone knows what M's ethnicity is, tell me because I actually Googled it and I couldn't find it.
That's so funny. Oh, it's okay. So 54.65% is European, of course.
Okay.
Australian is 14.82%.
Does that mean like native?
I don't know what that means. I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Asian without the Middle East, 5.4% Chinese, 3.8% Indian. Everything else is pretty negligible. Oh, yeah. Indigenous is only 3.87%.
So then what is the Australian?
Let's see what Australian only is. There's a hyperlink.
Is it like Tommy?
He like was birthed out of a kangaroo's pouch and just like...
That percentage of Indian or South Asian is on par with the States.
Is it?
Yeah. It's quite low in the U.S. It feels like it's more than that, right?
I'm
But
so skewed living in New York. Like also like...
Right. There's so many South Asians in New York.
There's so many South Asians in New York. And also like I grew up thinking that like Jewish people took up 50% of the population because my school had 50% Jewish people.
Yeah.
So like I'm just very skewed by my uniquely New York experience. So I
Right.
can't judge like what percentage feels like
Right.
low or high or...
It is sort of interesting though when you actually like zoom out and find out those statistics though.
Yeah.
Because it is, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why there's no information about M's ethnicity anywhere. Maybe I didn't do a very thorough look, but
I think also like there's this element of like, if I had to guess, M's probably from like generations of like hippie yoga
Yes.
people. And so if I had to guess, it's more likely that her mom's name came because her grandma was a yogi and
like a Breath of Fire
Yeah,
situation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Which I am currently watching.
I haven't
on
watched it. I'm
HBO.
so behind.
Oh, it's really wild. And the lady that they focus on, Guru Jagat, is this otherwise known as Katie Griggs, is like from Fort Collins, Colorado, which it's just so interesting.
Not Katie.
To like, and like, you know, Boulder is kind of the center of like appropriating Eastern religion, and
Yeah,
that's
Mother
what
God.
this documentary is all about. And it's just like, it's really interesting. It's well done.
I'll have to watch it when I get time. Love Island Australia is like my comfort show, and then my other is Dancing with the Stars, obviously. And I'm
Is the finale on Tuesday? Is it tomorrow?
I'm on a plane for the finale.
Oh no.
I
Okay.
know.
Who are the finalists?
Joey, Alana Mayer. Sarah
Uh-huh.
said I said her name wrong last
Oh.
time, but I'm sorry, Alana. I think it's
Alana?
Alona.
Maybe?
I think Alona.
Alona. Okay.
I lost my train. Danny Amendola, Steven Nedorozic, the gymnastics kid, and then Chandler, who is Kinney, who's a Disney
Yes.
Channel star.
Wait,
So-
there's 5 people in the finale?
They didn't eliminate anyone last week. They let all 5 through.
Oh my God. Danny is so hot to me.
It's actually unfortunate how hot he is. Like every time he gets out there and he's like whipping Whitney around, I'm like,
Oh
oh
my God.
God. And God forbid he winks at the camera. I'm just like melt into a puddle.
But he's like definitely MAGA.
Oh, and he's like horrible to women. Like he's
Yeah.
a serial cheater. But I mean,
Yeah.
he's just a gorgeous dum dum. He would do amazing on Love Island.
Oh my God. Can we just drop him in Australia? I know they already filmed, but if this was live, I would be like, finish up Dancing with the Stars so you can get down under.
Get my boy down under. Get him over there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe I'll try and watch that tomorrow night.
Yeah, I
Because
think
I want Joey to win.
I think he might, because I think he has like the combination of like good scores and a lot of votes. Like
Right.
Chandler is the best dancer by kind of a lot, but it's always tricky on, first of all, there's a lot of things, dynamics at play. Like it's so classic that like a very talented Black woman dancer gets so much shit for like not,
Right.
she's held to a different standard than everyone else. Like Charity faced this a lot on her season, and she's been really outspoken speaking up for Chandler, where she's like, guys, like she's a kid and she's really good, and it's
Yeah.
not her fault that she didn't have as far to go as other people. Because it's like, you see like Danny Amendola, who can't dance the first week, and then by like week 7 is like stringing together steps, and he gets way more credit than she does.
Right.
Because she was slightly less perfect than the week before. So
I feel like they go into these seasons with a winner in mind.
yeah, I think so too.
And like Joey is their opportunity to have their first Bachelor win.
Yeah.
And he's good and everyone loves him.
And he's like unbelievably hot when he dances. It's like actually insane.
Joey has the it factor.
He
Like,
has it.
Just
He really
has
does.
it.
He does.
It's so hard to find, and it's so hard for it to also come through a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And he just has it. Like,
Yeah,
he is a star.
He really is. Like he's just that guy. Like he's got it all. And Kelsey's that girl. Like they really are like superstars of this
Can't
franchise.
wait for them to procreate.
I know. And he said that he's gonna have Jenna choreograph their first dance.
Oh my God.
How cute.
I love it.
I love them.
Oh, okay. One more thing. Jenn and Sasha. So now I'm following.
You're in.
I'm like not even following Sasha on Instagram, but I get his stuff
Constant.
because they know I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So the most recent post was like a birthday post for Jenn.
Yep.
And people in the comments were like, it's a friend zone post. And then others are like, did you notice how he said together?
She called
and
him
now
honey
I don't know
in
what
a
to
TikTok.
think. So what do you think?
She said, honey, teach me a dance for my birthday.
She said honey?
Honey, it's someone's
Well,
birthday
we know Jenn is
today.
good at playing into these narratives too.
She is, but she's in LA and she's spending her birthday with just Sasha.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. It's someone's birthday today. So glad our paths crossed at the last second. Huh.
The last second?
You have
Like,
been
what?
nothing but a joy to work with. Your dedication and hard work is a testament of the person you are. You always make me laugh when I'm down and say, don't worry, it's going to be okay. You made me realize that life is one big dance and we can dance through it together.
Right.
You have such a bright future ahead of you and I'm excited for it all. Let's all go wish Jen Tran a happy birthday. The first half did feel like a friend zone.
Right. It
But
was
this-
very like chat GBT.
You're a hard worker, like so proud of my partner. But like second half, dancing through life together really feels like, I don't know, it feels like something.
What do we think about the age difference? I know everyone loves them, but I just have to bring it up.
I feel weird about it.
Because isn't he like 43?
He's 40 something. I don't know. I feel like weird and not weird about it because I think
Oh,
Jen
no,
is
he's
just
40.
like, Jen
He's
has just
40.
been through it with little boys, that it might be nice to be with somebody who like
Right.
is not a child.
Okay, Jen's 27 and he's 40.
Okay.
It could be worse. It could
It's
be
not
worse.
great, but they didn't meet like in a creepy way. So if they like legitimately fell in love working together every week, then I think that they like actually know each other and
Right.
know that they line up. So
I trust a woman in her late 20s to also be able to make that call for herself. You
Yeah.
know? If she was like 22 or 25 even,
yeah,
I might be like,
I don't know.
what's happening here? But okay.
I
Okay,
also think,
I feel
like,
okay
what
about it
she's
because
been
every time I
through
see it, I'm
aged
like,
her.
oh, I'm so happy. And then I'm like, oh, wait, but am I?
I don't know. Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
In other Bravo random news, Schwartz and Sandy's is finally closing.
I saw that post today. Almost texted it to you.
Our
and
nation's
Deanna.
nightmare has ended.
Was it open for a year, 2 years, a year and a half?
I don't know how long it was actually open for.
I love seeing those men fail.
It brings me so much joy to just see like Katie Maloney has the opportunity to do the funniest thing, and she hinted at it on Tom Schwartz's post. Like, she should open a bar called Tequila Katie.
Oh my God. I would go to Tequila Katie's
100%.
bar. Like
100%.
everyone. Oh my God. She should do it.
Yeah, she should definitely do it.
That show needs to end though. It
Yeah,
really just needs
it's
to
gotta
be over.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so here's what's happening. It's Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We will be back to Thursday episodes next week.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how much longer Australia is going to be on for, like 2 more weeks.
I have no idea.
The seasons are not as long as UK either. Like,
No.
they're over in 25 to 30 episodes. And we're already, I think they just put out episode 14.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they run every day. So we'll see how that goes. The Ultimatum is coming out next week. So if we literally have no other content, we might be forced to watch.
Yeah, we'll have to make a decision.
And maybe that's what we'll do. And then we'll keep you up to date over the holidays because The Bachelor doesn't start until late January. They did announce Traitors.
Yes.
Season is starting in early January. So if we don't have anything, like, I'm totally fine just like becoming a Traitors recap.
Yeah,
podcast.
and I think it's Gabby Wendy's on it. Like, we've got enough of a crossover that we can make it happen.
There's definitely enough like love people on that show. Also, speaking of, like, I didn't realize that Bergie from the last season was on Love Island USA and like ended up with someone, and they're still together.
Yeah, no, it was kind of like a wild, like, Bergie being on Love Island USA felt mean because he hadn't like really kissed that many girls or had sex with anybody, and like everybody kind of felt like they were so far ahead of him, but then he kind of ended up the winner. Like, he's been with his girl for a year in August, and she's beautiful.
She's so hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, Bergie, you've won the fucking lottery.
He's very aware too, which is very nice.
They're cute though.
They're
like,
really cute together.
Yeah. So literally so excited for that.
Oh my God, there's a cruise you can go on with some of the Traitors cast.
What? Okay. Are we going on this cruise?
Cruiseofdeception.com.
Oh my God. Okay, but I have a thing about cruises. They kind of freak me out.
I love cruises, but like, I don't know if I could be on a boat with those people playing like murder mystery for 2 for a week.
Yeah.
Ultimate Mystery Contest Cruise. Sailing April
Wow.
27th, 2025. $50,000 prize pool.
Oh, I thought that was the ticket price.
No.
Which it might be. I don't know.
Oh, you can join one of their teams.
Oh,
You could join Bergie's team.
I love Bergs.
Or Trishelle's team. I would not. Or Pilot Pete's team.
Oh my God. I want to meet Pilot
Oh my
Pete.
God. Okay. I kind of want to fill, like, I don't know if I want to fill out the, pricing. Here we go. Okay.
How much?
$2,000
Oh.
for an interior room. $3,465 for a room with a window.
And how many days?
I think it's a week.
I mean, that actually sounds kind of fun.
7 days. Fort Lauderdale, Cocoa Bay, at sea, Jamaica, Haiti. Interesting choice.
Oh.
At sea, and then Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
I didn't know you could travel to Haiti.
Yeah, like, isn't shit really bad there right now?
No, I had a ton. When I was working immigration, I had a ton of clients from Haiti.
Right. And I think, like, actually, like, at this present moment, there's, like, some really
No,
scary
it's like
stuff going
yeah,
down.
the government is actively fighting the biggest gangs there. So I don't know if I would go.
Well, maybe they'll change course
Yeah,
by
maybe.
the time this
Yeah.
happens. Okay, I'm interested.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to follow people that are on that boat like I did with the
Oh,
with the
hell
9 months
yes.
cruise. Just staying updated. I need to see that.
I mean, because they got like good people from
Yeah.
the cast. It isn't like the B team.
No,
like
it's
the people
pretty
who
good.
got to the end.
Yeah. Some of them are B team, but some of them are pretty good.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep updated on all of it. If there's a show that you think we should be covering that's just like somewhere that we haven't heard of, let us know. DM us at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod. Follow us on Instagram. Leave us a review. It is the season of giving. It's an easy, free way for you to give.
Yes. Feel good about yourself for helping a little podcast get off at the ground.
Yes, we are definitely still in the getting off the ground stage. So like actually truly like it is really helpful and warms our hearts when people take the time to help us out with those little things like 5 stars, a little review, a comment here or there.
Yeah.
It all really helps. And yeah, I mean, we love
That's
this,
all-
so we
we
want to
love
keep
it.
doing it.
Yeah, we do.
We need to grow. So, all right. Anyway, this was fun. I'm glad we got to talk about
Me
Australia
too.
and Australia only. Of course, the random stuff too.
Yeah. That's what you're here for.
Yes. So happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
I hope you're having a wonderful, restful holiday, and we'll see you next week.
Yay. Cheers,
All right.
lovebirds.
Cheers, lovebirds.
Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review. Follow us on social media at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod, and support the show through Patreon at patreon.com/Can I Steal You for a Minute.